America Matters Media Radio, heard worldwide on the web at americamatters.us and on KCKQ 1180 AM, Reno.
USA Radio News with Tim Berg.
President Biden's administration shut down a State Department inquiry into whether the coronavirus could have spread out of a lab where the Chinese government was studying coronavirus. The Biden administration reportedly cutting off the inquiry this spring after questioning the legitimacy of the research and ultimately concluding it was a poor use of resources. NIH Director Francis Collins was asked on Capitol Hill by Republican Senator from Louisiana John Kennedy if he knew the Biden administration blocked the probe.
The State Department spiked the prior administration's study. Did they consult with you, Dr. Collins?
I read about it in the press this morning.
They just spiked it without talking to their experts? You don't want to answer that one, do you?
I just read about it.
At least 9 people are dead in a mass shooting at a light rail facility in San Jose, California. The suspected shooter among the dead. USA Radio News.
Recently, Facebook announced its ban on former President Trump, but promised to review the ban in 6 months. Now, Newsmax wants to know if you think Trump should be back on Facebook. Vote in Newsmax's national poll and let us know your opinion. Just text the word NORTH to 39747. That's NORTH to 39747. It takes just seconds. Make your voice heard. We'll share poll results with the 30 million people who watch Newsmax TV. Forbes calls Newsmax a news powerhouse. It's already the 4th largest cable news channel in America, with great recent guests like Donald Trump, Mike Huckabee, Franklin Graham, John Voight, Alan Dershowitz, Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, Mike Pompeo, and so many more. Newsmax is on all major cable systems. If your cable company doesn't carry Newsmax, call them. Tell them you want Newsmax or you can switch. So vote now in the Newsmax poll on Facebook's Trump ban. Just text NORTH to 39747. Let Newsmax and America know your opinion.
The following is an America Matters media production. The views expressed do not necessarily represent those of the station or its advertisers, although we think they should. But that's the opinion of America Matters Media.
This is Kenny McCormick, CEO of Celtic Fish, and your host of Geek Speak, sponsored by Data. Thank you for listening on KFOY 1060 AM or on the web at americamatters.us. Now let's get to the show. Hey everyone, today I got Linda Lovie with Lovie's Wealth Management with me. I probably jacked it up and she'll fix me later. Thank you for joining us today, Linda.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, no worries. Linda's a great friend of mine, so I'm glad to have her. So, first thing we always start with is my rapid fire questions.
Oh, okay.
So, good luck. Don't stump yourself. What is your full name?
Oh, let me think. Linda Lovie.
Sweet. Are you sure?
I think so.
Good. What is your business name?
L.L.C. Wealth Management.
I jacked that one up. What is your profession?
I'm a financial advisor and registered investment advisor.
All right. That's a lot of words. You're a financial person. Simple as that.
There you
go. Previous kinds of jobs.
I was worked for the book distributor for a long time, and then I was a bookkeeper for a while.
Okay. You and your numbers.
Got it.
Do you like spreadsheets?
Yes. Yeah, they're pretty magical.
Oh my God. My wife does accounting. You know that.
Uh-huh.
And her and her spreadsheets just kill me. She has to make all these cool, weird charts, and I'm like, I don't understand numbers. It's not 1 and 0. I don't care. So, sorry. Just random. I always want to know if financial people are all that way. Tell me about your family.
Well, let's see. I'm married, and I've got 2 kids, and I've got 5 grandkids, and some extra bonus grandkids.
Nice. Say hi to the husband.
Steven, he's retired.
No, say hi.
Oh, say hi to him, you bet.
All right.
Hi, Steven.
All right. What is your favorite superhero and why?
I would say probably Wolverine, just because he has worked through the different challenges, and I also like Batman.
Okay. At 2. I like Wolverine too. Not my favorite. What is your hobbies? You got some crazy ones.
No,
if I remember right.
Yep. I love to paint, so I do all different kinds of painting. I also like to garden, and I've just currently re-picked up doing miniature doll houses.
What about hunting?
Oh yeah, we definitely do that.
That's-
That's food on the table.
Oh, okay. I thought that was just a hobby.
Nope.
All right. Little delay. What keeps you up at night?
Nothing. I sleep pretty good.
Jealous. Biggest geek you would want to have drinks with?
If it was possible, I know it's not because he's no longer alive, but Stephen Hawking.
Okay.
I think he seems like an amazing man to be able to have the sense of humor with everything that he has going on and the intelligence. It'd be awesome to talk with him.
That would be. He's a smart fella.
Yep.
And I'm taller.
Oh.
Horrible, Kenny. Bad joke. All right. Are you an Apple or Android person?
Apple.
Yeah. All right. Mac or PC?
PC.
Thank you. See, that's why I keep you as a client. How old were you when you got your first computer?
I'm going to guess maybe 20.
All right. And DC or Marvel?
That would be Marvel.
Sweet. And your favorite board game?
I think the game of life.
The game of life.
Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of true comparisons to real life. And of course, being a financial advisor, there has a monetary background there, so
Right.
all fits in.
I was just thinking that. Lately, I've been into this game with my son called Pandemic.
Uh-huh.
That's really fun. I was getting into that. And then he has an emoji game, which is kind of like Uno. It's kind of weird.
I've always wondered about that one. What is it? Cards Against Humanity or something like that?
I haven't played that one.
Sounds like that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, definitely. Well, anyways, we'll get back to Linda after a little bit of information. Did you hear that Amazon bought MGM Studios for $8.5 million? Or $1 billion? Sorry.
Exciting.
Right? For those who don't know, MGM did the James Bond and Rocky franchise. What they're hoping that it'll increase the library for Amazon Prime members, so you'll have a bigger variety. They have about 4,000 films and 17,000 hours of TV shows.
Wow.
So that's going to help out all those Prime members. Go Amazon. Dell has this really cool monitor for sale. It's a gaming monitor. I just wanted to point out that it's only it's $230 off, so it ends up being like $300. It's on sale right now. This is the only time I'm probably going to plug my website, but sometime today or tomorrow, go to CelticFish.com, click over to products and blogs or something stupid like that. I can't remember what it says. Scroll down to the bottom. There'll be a link to it. It's a 27-inch 1440p gaming monitor. It's a combination of their Dell line, their XPS, and their Alienware line. So if you have any questions, feel free to look that up on my website. Enjoy. All right, so today, one of the things that I'm going to do before the break is, I haven't done this since we started, and I've been meaning to, is actually review a product. One of the things that I took a look at, because a lot of the customers out there are doing Zoom and all that stuff, is headsets. People need headsets. And on Amazon, I picked up these, what are they? NUB WON11Us, USB gaming headsets. They are 7.1 surround sound, USB headphones with noise cancellation, mics, and they actually glow. They're kind of cool. You can get blue and red. I got the blue ones. They didn't have green. I would have got green, so it matched the company colors. And they're compatible with PC, PS4s, and laptops, of course. Because your PC, that I don't know why they put that. I think it's just people don't understand PCs and laptops are the same things. Come on here. As a USB port, it works. So the thing that I really liked about them is that they actually fit pretty well. If you don't adjust them, they hurt your head. That's the only negative I have on them. The sound quality of them was really good. The mic picked up quickly. I was using it for my phone instead of actual phone. No one knew I was on a headset. And I had asked like 5-6 people. I think I was on the phone with you at one time.
Nice.
And you had no clue I was on it.
Very nice.
I know my wife was like, "Oh, you sound fine." Before I realized that it adjusted, it was hurting so bad. Dana, who sits in my office, she was on the first show with me for all the other people with Describe Day. She stole them from my office or from my desk because I was sleeping on my couch and snoring really loud. And it actually muffled the sound completely. Like she was able to do her whole meeting, muffled my snoring. It was amazing. And yes, I do have a couch for anyone who wants to come by and visit. And it's not just for my other habits. It's because I get headaches.
So headsets you can use 24/7. You can use them during the day for your work and at nighttime for your partner blocking.
Yes, exactly. I need to get a pair for my wife. Oh, wait, I did. They're red.
Excellent!
So, yeah, these are really good. I want to say they were under $30, and they're a great product.
Wow.
I was actually surprised. I saw for the price, and I was like, I need headsets anyways. I got a little kid who, if I don't like them, I'll give it to him.
Say what?
I still have them. So they're a decent product. I would actually say if you need a pair of headset, get one of these. Amazing product. I wish they, sponsored me, but they don't because I'm a nobody. So
Did I hear you right when you said they're $30?
They're under $30.
Under $30.
I want to say they were like $23 or
wow,
something.
that's amazing.
Yeah. So it's a great product. So I'll have a link on my website. Anytime I talk about a product, you can go to my website and get it. Look up any of that. So out of 5 stars, I would probably give this about a 4 just because they're kind of bulky. That's the only negative I see on them. What about you?
Oh, they're nice and comfy though.
They are comfy. They're definitely more comfortable than these headsets.
Like pillows for your ears.
Oh, definitely. Well, we're going on break, so we'll get to you right afterwards, Linda. Thank you for joining us.
I'm Andrew Saul, Commissioner of Social Security. I'm here to warn you about telephone scammers pretending to be government employees. Some of these scammers may say threatening things like you will be arrested.
Hey, Dr. Phil here. I help people solve difficult and trying personal problems every day on my TV show, but there's one problem that's just got me stumped: childhood hunger. Nearly 16 million children in America struggle with it. That's 1 in 5 kids who may not know where their next meal is coming from, despite the fact that there's more than enough healthy, nutritious food out there to feed them all. Now, I don't know about you, but that is unacceptable to me. Luckily, the Feeding America network of good people is out there collecting surplus food and giving hope to hungry children and their families at local food banks all across the country. But let's face it, they can't do it without your help. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
At A Proper Fit Footwear in the Reno Town Mall, we've been accomplishing happy feet for over 30 years.
We offer a various range of shoe styles and sizes for both men and women. From all-season shoes and orthotics to work boots and safety shoes, our professional and reliable staff possesses the knowledge to help you find the proper shoes to fit your needs. Hard to fit? Hard to find?
A Proper Fit Footwear is here to give our customers happy feet. We make people aware of potential foot problems as we're sizing their feet, suggesting the right arch support, and guiding them to the proper shoes for their needs.
Stop by A Proper Fit Footwear at 4001 South Virginia Street in the Reno Town Mall today, and allow the owner Mike Jones and our fabulous staff to find the perfect pair of shoes tailored to your specific needs.
A Proper Fit Footwear in the Reno Town Mall, the home of happy feet, where comfort and your feet meet.
This is America Matters Media on AM 1180 KCKQ, a Lotus broadcast station. The power of radio since 1967.
Welcome back to Geek Speak, sponsored by Datto. Datto is the world's leading provider of cloud-based software and security solutions, purpose-built for delivery by managed service providers. Datto solutions defend against costly downtime and data loss in servers, virtual machines, cloud applications, or anywhere data resides. This is Kenny McCormick, and thanks for listening. Hey everyone, I have my guest here, Linda Lovie, with L.L.C. Wealth Management. Sorry. Eventually, it's Linda in my book. I'm sorry. You're just you. Like, even in all my documents that I have for you, it just says Linda. Anyways,
Simple.
Yeah, I keep it simple. The KISS method.
Yep.
While we were on break, I was just notified that I had a question about the headphones that I was just talking about. I can do custom coloring with spray paint if you need it. So, yes, I can do hot pink. But I don't sell them. It's on an Amazon product, but you can bring it by and I'll go get the rattle can and take care of it for you. Anyways, so getting back to you, Linda, thank you again for joining. I do appreciate it. I love my conversations with you, especially when it's at your house over hot chocolate. Yeah, okay. That's a lie. I'm sorry. I don't like to lie. Coffee. The Irish type.
Special coffee. Yes.
All right. So, today we're talking about Robo Advisors.
Yep.
So, I have to ask, what is a Robo Advisor?
So basically, a Robo Advisor is a platform that people can use for trading. They have auto rebalancing features. The nice thing about a Robo Advisor, you can do a lot of the transactions from home, and there's little or no human interaction.
For personal people like me and you, I don't see that working.
No.
But I guess millennials, or no offense, millennials, I love you all. My wife and I guess, are technically classified as millennials, but I don't act like one. All right. What's a good comparison between a financial advisor and a robo-advisor?
Well, I've been kind of thinking about that, and I think the easiest way to explain it would be is if you were to go to a restaurant. If you ordered just one entree, that would be like a robo-advisor. But if you go to a restaurant and you have a person come up to you to take your order, you're getting the full-on menu, you're getting the plate of all the food, you're getting the plate to hold everything all together, and the utilities, the silverware, to pick and choose what you need as you like. So we can give a lot more information, a lot more history, do a lot more research, and help you pick what you should be picking to help meet the goals that you're trying to reach.
So kind of like having your own personal chef versus a
going online.
Restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Or going to McDonald's.
Yep, yeah, because when you go online, you don't know, is this the best solution for you? You don't know it's all the details inside of it, so you don't know how it fits into your whole picture. But for somebody who's a do-it-yourselfer and you know what you're trying to go for, then that's a great way to go. But for somebody who wants something a little more complex, that's where a financial advisor can come in and help make sure it fits into the puzzle like it should.
Got it. I'll just go Bitcoin. It's my life, right? Totally kidding. Totally kidding. Oh, wait, you're a financial advisor. Don't you have to give a spiel about, like, what's said here, his personal opinions or something?
There's different disclaimers that each person's scenario is different, and that you should meet with a person to find out exactly what is the best for each person. The other disclaimer, while we're on disclaimers, is that if we talk about rebalancing, there are costs for rebalancing, and there can be tax consequences. So do be aware of that. Again, that's where a financial advisor can come in to help let you know of those items beforehand.
I just want legalese out there, so
Yep.
Because no matter what, it's Charlie Brown syndrome there. I don't care. Anyways, I cracked myself up. I'm sorry. All right. So, why should? Well, I guess we kind of already covered why we should or shouldn't use a Robo Advisor. Is there anything else you would like to add?
Well, let's see. Just again, the Robo Advisor, you can do it 24/7 from your own home. You don't have to have the human interaction. Just be aware that you can't outperform benchmarks. You can't pick your own individual stocks and bonds and so on. But you do have at least that freedom and flexibility of doing it on your own time. With a financial advisor, you can get into the different kind of products you want based on what your different time horizons are for the different goals you're trying to accomplish. So I always try to tell people, if you're playing in the market a little bit, then don't put more than 10% of your total investable assets or whatever you feel like you can afford to lose, just because there's that more volatility and you don't have a person to help guide you through it. Now, if you're really well experienced, then that's not an issue. But the Robo platform assumes that you have a certain amount of knowledge already. So that's where an advisor can kind of, again, help to direct you where you might not know what you don't know.
Yeah, when it comes to that kind of stuff, it's Charlie Brown. That's why I have a beautiful wife. I love you, honey. See, I say this like almost every week. I have the best wife in the world. If she doesn't know I love her, she needs to listen to the radio station more.
Yeah.
All right. What is the full capabilities of a financial advisor?
So with a financial advisor, they look at the whole picture. They're going to look at everything as far as like your cash reserves. Are you planning for college? What do you have set aside for retirement? What is your risk tolerance? And they'll educate you on what the difference of your risk tolerance can mean as far as a rate of return. They'll talk to you about, do you want all your money in the market, or do you want some of the money with guarantees? Do you want something to protect your assets? Do you want to make sure that you can leave a legacy? You want to make sure you're taking care of your loved ones if something should happen to you? You want to make sure that you have an income should you become disabled. I mean, it's the whole big picture that fits together. And if if you're working with a fiduciary, we have to do what is and advise you in the capacity that's best for you, even if that means selling business away from ourselves. So we're doing what's right for you instead of what is better for our pocketbook, basically. So make sure you look for a fiduciary.
Oh, yeah! Okay, so you said a bunch of, you rattled off a bunch of cool stuff. Some of it I understood. Some of it, the wording is above geek level and at financial level. Because I know I could start talking about crazy computer stuff and you'd be like, wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, sure.
But at the same time, so when you say legacy, I mean, other than, good drinks and passing on, you're talking about like passing on my wealth to my children, right?
Exactly. That's
Okay.
one of the examples.
I
Yep.
just wanted to double check that that's what that meant.
Yep.
And then, because you referred to it directly at the same time, so I was like, okay, is that what she means? I didn't know if that was some legalese terms, and then you said a bunch, and it flew over my head, I'll be honest. What else did you say? Oh, well. If I think about it, I'll remember later.
Okay.
Put in the comments. I need to start taking notes, people.
Yeah, one of the first things I would always suggest people to do, and in case a person isn't aware of this, very first step of financial planning is to have your cash reserve set aside. So you want to do things in order, because it is a process. It's a lifelong process, basically. And if you come in and do a consultation, then go over the whole scenario and figure out where you're at, what you might want to do, where you've done really well at, and figure out what the next steps are.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard you and other people refer to it as buckets of life, where you're doing like, you want to make sure one bucket's full before the next.
Yep, that's a good way to put it.
And then like, you always have an emergency fund, and you always, and I know you're not legally supposed to say stuff, so I'm not going to ask you your opinion, but like, you always want to have a cash reserve for just in case there's an emergency.
Correct.
And then you want to have, like, if you can, not take out a credit card to pay for everything.
Correct.
You want to avoid that kind of stuff. You want to take care of yourself first.
Yep. Yeah, in fact, I like to tell people to set up a second savings account just to use for the different things they need, so they can basically borrow from themselves interest-free instead of putting on a credit card and having to give that money away on interest.
Yes, or start a business and sell it to yourself.
There you go.
Just saying, it works great. Then you can accrue the interest yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. By appreciating assets.
Yes. All right, so we have short time. So just in case this goes a little bit long, and I don't want to have to cut you off in the middle of a sentence, if someone needs to get a hold of you, how would they do it?
Okay, so my number is 775-544-4714. My website, real easy, www.LLOVIE.com. And you can go on there, check out a bunch of different stories, see different resources, and reach out and contact me through there.
Perfect. Now, we got this beautiful clock, so keep your eye on it. How can a financial advisor deal with a crisis or an unusual circumstance that a robo advisor can't?
I'm glad you asked that. When you meet with a financial advisor, they can look at everything you have in place, see what your current scenario is, what the crisis is, and help guide you to making the best choices to work through that crisis. A robo-advisor does not give any of that kind of advice. You're basically working with a computer with very little or no human interaction.
So, like, one of the sites that I was looking at, like, obviously I didn't put my credit card in there because that's what I got you and Dylan and all the other guys out there that I work with. But it seemed that it was just cookie cutter everything, and you put your credit card in and they're telling you where to put it. So that's basically what we're trying to avoid by bringing them to locals like yourself.
Well, thank you. Appreciate this opportunity.
Definitely. Okay, and so to get a hold of you, it's always best on the phone?
Yeah, that's a good way.
That is the best way?
Yep.
And what was that number again?
So 775-544-4714.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to write it down and focus at the same time. What was that? 775?
775-544-4714. And there's always llovie.com for my website.
Perfect. But remember, call her. She's a personal person. And her office mates are great at making coffee. Special coffees.
Very special coffee.
Sneaky coffee, I call it.
Ah, yes. Definitely.
How'd they get hold of you, Kenny?
Oh, to get a hold of me, you can go to my website. That's Celtic Fish. That's KELTICFISH.com. Or you can call me at 775-996-3761. And if you need to get a hold of me directly, it's extension 510.
Kenny's my IT guy. Can't say enough about him. He does wonderful work.
Thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. I'm lost. So, yeah. Anyways, sorry about that.
We got a couple seconds left. Great show today.
Oh,
awesome,
thanks.
man. As always.
Perfect. Thank you for listening to Geek Speak, sponsored by Datto.
This is Kenny McCormick, CEO of Celtic Fish, connecting our community one network at a time. Listen locally to Geek Speak on 1060 AM KFOY or on the web at americamatters.us.
USA Radio News with Tim Berg.
At least 9 people are dead in a mass shooting at a light rail facility in San Jose, California. The suspected shooter among the dead as are employees of the Valley Transportation Authority, which runs the facility. That's according to the Santa Clara Sheriff's Office. California Democrat Congressman Ro Khanna saying it's an unspeakable tragedy.
These are some of the extraordinary public servants in our community. They keep the public transportation running, and it's just unspeakable, the horror that we have witnessed.
AAA is predicting that travel will be up 60% over last year over the Memorial Day weekend. More than 37 million Americans expected to travel more than 50 miles from home this holiday weekend. Las Vegas ranks as a top road trip destination. Meanwhile, Orlando is a top destination for air travel bookings. And you're listening to USA Radio News.
This is good news, maybe exactly when you need it to. Right now, MediShare is waiving their new member fees. This could save you money on top of all that you'll save each month by becoming a member of MediShare. So many people are looking for a healthcare solution right now, seeing the cost of COBRA plans, for instance, and MediShare is the affordable alternative to health insurance. The typical family saves $500 a month. You might save even more. MediShare is a Christian community that shares each other's healthcare costs, and because of the current economic situation, they're making it easier than ever.